Late yesterday I caught a copper pipe that was in the ground with a digger, and it turns out it's a water main because the client's pressure had dropped. Turn that in now, turn the outside tap on to check it's off. It'll be safe to cut that pipe. I checked the pressure on the outside tap behind me and it was still decent, but turns out it was the water main because the client texted me late last night. So this morning, obviously I've turned off the mains on the road, I've cut it deeper, further back than the footing, and I've took the opportunity to excavate this while the water's off, rather than trying to dig around it and reconnect it. So I'm going to reconnect it using blue plastic pipe, purely because it's going to be running through the footing. I'm going to use 25mm pipe, the blue pipe which you use for water mains, just in case it runs through the concrete. And I've got these fittings, so they come in a little bag. You get your insert, so that one end is a push fit straight on the end of 15mm copper, and then obviously the other end is a compression fitting. It'll go nicely onto that. So that's what we need to do. I'm going to get that done now, turn the water on, test it, let the client know, and then they can have their water back on, and I can carry on digging this last little bit of footing out. The water is on. Let's turn this on, which is good.
You all right, mate?
Dickhead.
How we doing?
Good. Fucking panic then.
That's definitely surface water. So I'm happy for that to come out, photos of that. Just send me photos of that as well. I don't need to come out again.
That copper pipe is potentially an issue. It could be the water main, so we're going to do some checks on that in the morning, try and get rid of that if we can. I've got to do something with it because I've caught it with a digger and it's pinched in the middle, and obviously it's not as it should be, so we don't want to leave that as it is, and it's probably going to be in concrete. That end pushes on there. You got same on that end. The customer has still got bad pressure, although we've changed the that little bit of pipe. So what I think's happened is, where I've caught it with a digger, it's pulled the pipe and it's put a kink further along the line. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So basically, I need to get the foundations poured before I can get the digger on the oversite. When I pull the oversite out, I'm hoping that I'm going to dig down and we're going to find the kink, and then we'll just replace it. So we cut and repair that pipe, and then we're going to dig down a metre either side, 200mm below the pipe, so we get a nice solid ground. Then we're going to make a ply box to protect it, and then we're going to pour the concrete. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to be working out the height we're going to pour the concrete, and we're going to work out how we're going to do that as well, by working out the brick gauge and also factoring in the ground floor build up. Right, good morning. So we've got good news and bad news. The bad news is the boys forgot to book paddle this week, and we can't get on tomorrow morning 6 till 7. They've only got 7 till 8, and we need 90 minutes. We need from 6 till 7:30. But the good news is we've come in this morning and the client said that they thought it was strange that the pressure downstairs was good, but the pressure upstairs from the bath, so they took the little filters off the taps and it had a bit of sediment in it, put them back on, and the pressure's now back on. So we've had a right touch there. We are going to address the water main anyway, because the stopcock is under that window underneath the kitchen sink, which is inaccessible right now. But when that wall comes out, it's going to be in the middle of the room, which is obviously no good. So when we dig the oversite off tomorrow, we'll expose that and potentially replace that in the blue pipe, as I've got so much, because I bought a whole roll for the little repair. Today's task, we've got the concrete coming at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, concrete and a pump. So I need to get my heights, which I'll show you shortly. So what I like to do is get the build up from the drawings, either on the drawings or the construction notes on the side, and I like to draw it out on the wall, so I've always got a reference. So literally I'll mark it to scale. So if you've got, in our case, 65mm screed, put your finished floor line, then do 65mm down, actually 65mm. Then I've got 100mm Celotex GA 4000, which I think is a high performance one. Spec C30 concrete slab, 150mm with one layer of mesh in it. So obviously I'll put that down 150. 25mm sand blinding, that's minimum. 510 to 515mm. And we know that our brick gauge is 2 blocks is 450. Well, it's 430 with two 10mm mortar beds, is 450mm high. If we had 1 course of bricks on top of that, that takes us to 5. So that is our height, DPC down to the bottom of the oversite where we're going to build our ground floor up. So that gives us 525mm from finished floor level down, and obviously we'll build back up again. So what we're going to do, that's going to be the height. We're going to pour our concrete. Bang on. Bit of squirty. So we know where we're at. I've just done a screw fix sprint order. Couplings I bought this morning. Too small to go around that pitch fibre. I need it's 125mm and I've got 115. So just went on that screw fix app, screw fix sprint, and then they deliver within 45 minutes or so. And he's just turned up with a bag of bits. So while I'm cracking on, obviously I've got concrete coming at 11. So I've done my ply box, I'm doing my pegs, and then my gears just turned up. So that's happy days. Bam, where's he from? Geezer won't leave me alone. Spam heads. Oh, that noise is beautiful, isn't it? Let me know how you boys do it. How'd you do your footings? Same method? Is there a better way? Let me know. It's fucking miles out, that one. It's there, boy. Lovely. This is the ply box. That's going to go around the pipe and that will go on top. And then we'll wrap it with fluffy rock wool. I've got to cut that bit of pipe, so I've got a section of plastic and I've got 2 couplers to join it either end. I've got a reciprocator. I think a grinder's going to burn it up too much, so that's my next option. I've got my gloves, my tape measure, my hammer and my impact driver with a hex bit to do these up as well. So once that's repaired, I'm going to fit my ply box and then I'm pretty much done. All my pegs are in, ready. I'm going to do something with this. That water main is in the footing as well, only by a smidge. So I'm going to do something with that as well, just in case there's any problems with it down the line. So all dug out, all the pins are in, set with the laser. 525mm down. Drain has been repaired. Ply box to protect it, it's also wrapped in insulation. Shuttering on this side where it collapsed in a little bit, and we've also got rebar going over the top. There we have it. The concrete is in the footings, massive milestone on the project. We have been doing some investigating while scraping back. We know that the water main was there because I hit it with a digger, obviously at the start of the week, and the plumber has told me the stopcock is under the kitchen sink in line with that window, but it's not accessible properly because it's under the plinth. This wall's going to be coming out and the new kitchen's going here, so we need to relocate the stopcock anyway, so I wasn't too concerned about that repair. But treading carefully, I didn't want to damage it anymore as a temporary measure, so we exposed it. We spent about half an hour just exposing the water main, and at the same time we found the main foul going up internally for the toilets, but that is not far from surface level there, and the manhole, which is here, is about 1 metre down. So that's going to be a job for Monday. We're going to try and get on that, or we'll do that Tuesday, sorry, after the brickies are in. We'll probably leave that as is for now. Obviously it's out of the way, we know it's there. We've got some, I bought a whole roll, 25 metre roll of blue pipe the other day for that little repair. So I'll undo that and I'll replace that from there to there in the blue. And then we can put a T on it and come across and come up under the sink for the new location. So that keeps all the house live, keeps it underground, and then we'll come across and we've got the new one ready to rock and roll. Listen up guys, we are done for today. It's Friday, we're just having a bit of a clean down now. Oversite is excavated. We started digging this hole out as well, which is going to be for our chamber or brick built manhole, which we'll pick up next week. Stay tuned for next week. Monday we've got the brickies in, 2 and 1. They're going to build up to DPC. We've got 2 course of blocks, 1 course of bricks. So we'll be setting that out. We're going to be setting out the doors as well off of the kitchen plan, because we had to adjust that slightly to give the customer the bigger kitchen that they was after, so reducing the doors. So we're going to set that out as well. Tuesday we've got the drainage to do. We've got loads going on. So have a great weekend and I'll see you Monday.